Eventually, the internet will be accessed by PC, television, and wireless devices. I have lots of sources of information about what's going on at the company. I think I have a pretty good pulse on where we are and what people are thinking. I want to express my deepest condolences at the passing of Steve Jobs, one of the founders of our industry and a true visionary. My heart goes out to his family, everyone at Apple and everyone who has been touched by his work. He'd like to own Microsoft shares until I either give something to charity or I die. Let's face it, the internet was designed for the PC. The internet is not designed for the iPhone. That's why they've got 75,000 applications. They're all trying to make the internet look decent. On the iPhone, my children, in many dimensions, they're as poorly behaved as many other children. But at least on this dimension, I've got my kids brainwashed. You don't use Google, and you don't use an iPod. The most common format of music on an iPod is stolen. The world is changing, but so is Microsoft. Ultimately, progress is measured, sort of through the eyes of users. You get some success, you run into some walls. It's how tenacious you are, how irrepressible, how ultimately optimistic and tenacious you are about it that will determine your success. At Microsoft, we're investing heavily in security because we want customers to be able to trust their computing experiences so they can realize the full benefits of the interconnected world we live in. I don't think anyone has done a tablet product that I see customers wanting. I think these things, social networks, are going to have some legs, and yet there's a faddishness, a faddish nature about anything that basically appeals to younger people. I've got my kids brainwashed. You don't use Google, and you don't use an iPod. It's hard to invent a new thing, and it's just as hard to invent another new thing. Most people still steal music. The lifeblood of our business is that R&D spend. There's nothing that flows through a pipe or down a wire or anything else. We have to continuously create new innovation that lets people do something they didn't think they could do the day before.